Have you ever walked into someone's house and instantly felt calm? Not because it was expensive, not because it looked perfect, but because everything felt peaceful, organized, intentional. And then you return to your own room, the clothes on the chair, the dishes still sitting there from yesterday, the random pile of things slowly taking over your desk, and suddenly a strange thought hits you. What if my environment is quietly affecting my mind? Subscribe for more psychology videos like this, because today you're going to understand something most people never realize. A clean home is not really about cleaning. It's about mental clarity, stress, identity, emotional control, and the relationship between your environment and your nervous system. Because the truth is, people who keep their homes clean every day are not simply more disciplined. Their brains are operating differently. And once you understand why, you'll never look at your room the same way again. Before we begin, I want you to think about this question. When your life feels chaotic, does your room start becoming chaotic too? Because for most people, the answer is yes. And there's a psychological reason for that. Your brain is constantly absorbing information from your environment, even when you're not consciously paying attention to it. Psychologists call this cognitive load, which simply means your brain has limited mental energy available at any moment. And clutter quietly drains that energy. Every dirty dish, every pile of laundry, every object left out, every unfinished task sitting in front of your eyes. Your brain registers all of it as unresolved. And unresolved things create mental tension. Research from Princeton University found that physical clutter competes for your attention and reduces your brain's ability to focus. In simple words, a messy room literally makes it harder for your brain to think clearly. That's why clutter often creates exhaustion without you realizing why. You feel distracted, overwhelmed, mentally heavy. And sometimes you think something is wrong with you, when really your environment has been overstimulating your nervous system all day. Now, think about the opposite. Have you ever cleaned your room and suddenly felt emotionally lighter? That feeling is real. When your environment becomes ordered, your brain finally gets permission to relax. People who clean consistently are not just maintaining a cleaner home. They are reducing friction inside their own mind. And most people never realize how powerful that is. Now, here's something deeper. People who clean every day usually do not love cleaning. Let's be honest, very few people genuinely enjoy vacuuming or folding laundry. So why do some people still do it automatically? Because for them, cleaning stopped being a task. Behavioral psychology shows that humans naturally act in alignment with who they believe they are. So if someone constantly says, "I'm just messy, I've always been disorganized," that's simply who I am. Their brain starts protecting that identity, and their actions follow it. But identity is not fixed. Identity is built. Every repeated action becomes evidence. Every time you make your bed, your brain receives evidence that you are organized. Every time you wash the dishes immediately instead of later, your brain receives evidence that you follow through. And over time, those tiny actions slowly rewrite the way you see yourself. That's the real secret. The goal is not to force yourself to clean forever. The goal is to become someone for whom cleanliness feels natural. And once behavior becomes identity-based, it stops feeling forced. Now, here's another important part. Your environment is one of the few things in life you can actually control. You cannot control traffic, other people's moods, unexpected problems, stressful situations. Life feels unpredictable most of the time, and that unpredictability creates anxiety. But your room, that's yours. You can control whether the bed is made, whether the dishes are washed, whether your environment feels calm or chaotic. And every time you restore order to your environment, your nervous system receives a message. I can handle things. Psychologists call this the locus of control.
People with a strong internal locus of control believe their actions influence their outcomes. And those people usually experience less stress, greater resilience, and better emotional stability. Which means something as simple as cleaning your room can psychologically reinforce the feeling that your life is manageable. And that emotional effect matters far more than people realize. Now, think about mornings. Your brain is highly impressionable right after waking up, which means your first actions of the day matter more than you think. If the first thing you do is scroll social media, your brain immediately enters reactive mode. But if the first thing you do is create order, your brain enters intentional mode. This is why making your bed is psychologically powerful, even though it seems small. Your brain loves completed actions. You finish something, you see the result, your brain rewards you with dopamine. That small dopamine release creates momentum, and momentum changes behavior. Small wins quietly shape your entire day.
Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Clutter is rarely just clutter. Usually, it reflects something emotional underneath. When people become anxious, overwhelmed, emotionally exhausted, or depressed, their environment often deteriorates first. Laundry piles up. Dishes stay untouched. Rooms become chaotic. Because external disorder often mirrors internal disorder. Research published by the Society for Personality and Social Psychology found that people who described their homes as cluttered had significantly higher cortisol levels throughout the day, meaning their environment was literally increasing stress hormones. So if you constantly feel mentally exhausted at home, look around carefully. Your environment may be silently affecting your emotional state every single day. Now, here's another thing people misunderstand. People with clean homes are usually not relying on motivation. They are relying on systems. That's the difference.
Most people think, one day I'll become disciplined enough. But discipline fades. Systems remain. Brushing your teeth no longer requires motivation because repetition made it automatic. Cleaning works exactly the same way. The goal is not to force yourself forever. The goal is to repeat the behavior long enough that it becomes natural. Because once something becomes automatic, you stop negotiating with yourself, and life becomes easier. There's also something deeply physical about clean environments that people underestimate. Have you ever entered a peaceful room and instantly felt calmer? That response is neurological. Ordered spaces communicate safety to your nervous system. Visual clutter creates overstimulation, but open, organized environments reduce stress signals. That's why places designed for healing and calm are almost always clean and structured, because calm environments help regulate the brain. And for sensitive people, this effect becomes even stronger. Some people absorb the energy of their surroundings intensely, which means messy environments genuinely increase anxiety for them. For those people, cleaning isn't superficial, it's emotional self-care. And honestly, that might be one of the healthiest forms of self-respect people can practice.
So here's something I want you to try. For the next 7 days, choose one area of your home, just one, and keep it clean every single day. That's it. Then come back and tell me honestly, did it change how you felt mentally? Did it affect your stress, your focus, your energy, your confidence? Because this was never really about cleaning. It was about becoming someone who shows up for themselves, consistently. Before you leave, subscribe for more psychology videos about habits, self-improvement, mental clarity, and human behavior. And I want to leave you with one final question for the comments. Do you think your environment shapes your mind? Or does your mind shape your environment? And if this video reminded you of someone who feels mentally overwhelmed or stuck in chaos right now, share this video with them quietly. It might help them more than you realize. Thanks for watching. And remember, the environment around you eventually becomes the environment inside you.